One of the coolest events that we have here for Winter Games is the Kite Festival. People love it, and they come from near and far to watch it and participate in it. And Schwally, we have quite the guests here.
We do. We're talking international
Yes.
this morning. We've got 5 of the Kite Fliers actually with us, and these folks are, again, coming in literally from all over the world. And first off, we have a gentleman from France. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. My name is Nicolas, and I'm from France.
All right, and tell us how did you find out about the Kite Festival, in the middle of the U.S. in the dead of winter?
It's a wonderful experience for us to be there with this cold and with the frozen lake. It's changed because normally we are on the beach with warm winds and sun, so it's perfect. Last 10 days ago, we were in India with no wind on plus 30 degrees Celsius. So
Wow.
It's good. We have the same kites, but we change our clothes.
All right, and who do we have? Who are we visiting with now?
My name is Sylvain, and I'm from France too.
All right,
Yeah.
and what are your thoughts about being here in the Iowa Great Lakes here in the middle of winter?
Oh, it's perfect for us because we never have this kind of condition in France. We never can walk on a frozen lake, so it's perfect to leave that and to slide a little bit and to take care all the time, and it's wonderful. Thank you.
And let's talk a little bit about the kites that you fly. That had to be kind of a challenge to bring those on the plane, I'm sure.
It's always a challenge to fill the bags of kite because we have to take care about the weight. Unlike our kite, it's a big kite, so we need to take care about all the details with line, with the pilot, or which kite we bring.
Okay, and who do we have next?
Hello, I'm Rolf. I'm from Germany.
All right, and how did you find out about the Iowa Great Lakes and Winter Games and the Kite Festival?
I found out a couple of years ago about this festival because I already made a kite which is flying here for, I think, 2 years. I made the bus for Steve, and in call of that I get a lot of information and pictures on the internet, and now I'm happy to be here and be a part of that big party.
All right, and so you actually make kites,
I make kites and I fly kites, yeah.
and what goes into making a kite like that? I'm sure that's got to be quite a process.
Yeah, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's difficult, but it's almost a big challenge, and it's like your baby, it's growing up, and you bring it to fly, and you look for several details, and I brought a big range of my kites here, which you can see on the weekend, like the dragon, seahorses, lobsters, and also the fishes.
Right.
And we'll try to put up as much as possible.
Takes a lot of creativity, I'm sure, to be able to do that.
Yeah, sure. Otherwise it won't work.
Yeah,
But
right.
meanwhile, during a lot of the last years, a lot of practice and experience also.
All right. So how long have you been doing this?
As my main job now, I'm doing it for 17 years.
Wow.
What I started years earlier as a side business.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much for visiting with us.
Thank you.
All right.
To invite
And
me.
who do we have next?
Yeah, I'm Blake Pelton, and I kind of am the head kite flyer organizer for the event.
Okay.
And I live in Utah at a famous place for good wind. And my wife and I started flying kites here in 2019. And we were the only 2 flying kites, and I've been back every year since.
And it's really taken off since then.
Yeah, it went from kind of a sideshow of the Winter Games to sort of being the main attraction and main event, and it's just exploded. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thanks again, Blake, for visiting with us. And who do we have next?
Hi, Steve. It's Craig from New Zealand. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Craig?
Yeah, good. Thanks, man.
And what was it that brought you here all the way from New Zealand?
Yeah, great question. Steve Booty, pretty much. He's the life and soul of the party. He put together, I guess, the first festival. He bought a lot of kites from us in New Zealand. We just got an order. He said, "What have you got in stock?" And we sent him a list of what we had in stock, and he said, "I'll take it." And we said, take what? He said, it. And that was kind of how the festival started, and he's invited us out to fly for you guys, and we're sort of in the business of creating memories for people and for families, and we just love to have people come out and look at the kites and see them flying, and it's a day that they can put on in their memory for the rest of their life. So that's
Absolutely.
what we like to do.
All right. Kite flying pretty popular in New Zealand?
Yeah, it is kind of. A lot of sports kite goes on in New Zealand. The big inflatable show kites, not so much. We do a lot of traveling. We have to go away from New Zealand to find festivals like this.
Okay.
Currently it's our flying season, so I've left everybody back home for the summer.
I was going to say, it is summer in New Zealand right
It is,
now.
so I've swapped summer for this, but I'm really happy to be here.
All right. Well, thanks so much for
Yeah.
joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
All right, some of the giant kite flyers that are here this weekend for Winter Games, so that's always a spectacular event, and looking forward to that again this year, definitely.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it is quite a sight. I want to thank you guys for joining us and making the trip as well. Hope you enjoy the Iowa Great Lakes and everything it has to offer. Enjoy it. It is a fun weekend.